action.
Wants to give a recap.
Sock went on a date. That's really all that matters.
we also went shopping. What did we buy that we were like, hey, we need to give some other? I think we bought a bunch of potions. I don't know if we gave them out.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I have 3 superior healing potions. Who doesn't have a potion?
Let me check my stuff.
Yeah, people who weren't there are gonna be handed out some stuff because we had a giant war chest and I was like, what are we doing sitting on this? We gotta use this.
I have. So all that I ended up getting. Scroll of Circle of Power, a scroll of Mass Cure Wounds, 2 greater healing potions, 1 superior healing potion, and a potion of enlarging.
Okay. Sock, do you have any potions?
I have a potion of enlarging, a greater healing potion, a superior healing potion, and a lot of other stuff.
Alright. Little Brat, do you have any potions?
I got a vial of chloroform I remember stealing off of you.
Oh yeah!
Because Little Brat was not there, so it was just Raven, Sophie, and I.
And then I have 200 gold worth of junk and some arch magi robes that I got from Caldwell.
Yep.
Alright, so I assume you're just chilling at home or doing something.
Yeah.
Ataru will come back with she'll kick in the door and she has a shit ton of shopping bags just all across her arms, just like, I'm back, bitches. We went shopping. We had a lot of money and we weren't fucking using it, so I feel like we just need to get a bunch of stuff to prepare for what we're about to do, because we were a bit rich and we weren't really using it. So anyway, here I got stuff for everybody. I got some scrolls for you guys, some potions here. Little Brat, come here.
Have we ever considered upgrading the house?
What do we need to upgrade the house for?
I don't know. I mean, we could put in shag carpet or something.
I don't really think.
Am I the only? Isn't shag carpet amazing? Just roll around it. It's like a towel.
It's comfy, yes, but you know what's better than shag carpeting? Staying alive, and therefore, and she pulls out 2 superior healing potions. Here you go, Little Brat. You take care of these. These will keep you safe, and if one of us goes down, you can force it down our throats, and we'll be safe. Okay?
Blank eyes stare back at you as you hand them over. He slides them into his hat.
Okay. Alright, you have 2 superior healing potions now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so everyone's got their stuff. Are we all ready?
What are we doing?
Weren't we gonna go to fight Vestris
I thought
tomorrow?
we were starting.
Yeah, wait, wasn't that tomorrow? Did I get the day wrong? Was there anything else we need to do?
What day is it? Sorry, I feel like today
did I forget something?
Today has honestly felt like 6 weeks long.
That is fine.
What we were planning.
I don't know what I did this morning.
What we were doing was shopping and getting supplies. Apparently, while you were daydreaming up in Lululand.
That's what we were doing.
We were getting ready for the assault on tomorrow.
That's what we bought all this shit for.
What day of the month is it? Hold on. Hold on.
Are you okay? Did you smoke a little too much Wolfsbane?
Also, side note, we definitely don't have money anymore.
Oh yeah, we're broke.
Yeah, we went for we all of it.
I have actually 700.
Okay.
Well, you're not
That's
broke.
fine.
And 44.
Our treasury is empty.
That was almost bad because I forgot that we need to buy tickets to go teleport over there to Razor Keep.
Little Brat laughs.
Cole just kind of turns. He just looks at Atar, just turns towards Sock.
Look, okay, I saw shinies and I was like, oh, we have the money for this. Look, I'm not used to having to pitch pennies, okay?
See, this is what I mean.
said you had money, yes?
We're so focused on like survival of the next day that we're really not thinking about like investment for our future. Like, what happens when we defeat Vestris? And I'm saying that as an absolute because I'm manifesting it. But like, you know,
Well, after that, I need to go home and help deal with the fallouts of that stuff.
right? So how are you gonna pay for that?
Fuck, that's a good point. I mean, I'm sure Vestris has money that we can just take when she's dead, right?
I mean, you're royalty. Technically, she's taken over your area, so the money would be there.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I like. Unless if she's taking over more of like her powers, like kind of like really like enforce empowering some of the other sides that are like starting wars and stuff, and so it's like a joint occupation thing. It's complicated.
Oh.
It's very complex.
Do not mean this in any offense. I understand looking into the future, but my mind is on the now. We have a deadly fight that we may or may not be coming back from, so right now my brain is not on the future.
Also, can someone remind me of the plan again?
Alright.
What?
He reaches down and pulls up the bottle.
Weren't you like going to try to self-sacrifice yourself or something like that?
Do what?
Weren't you gonna like try to sacrifice yourself? Poison?
No,
her?
we had the lich potion.
He's holding it. This potion
Right.
we got from Douglas.
Yes.
We get it inside of her to be able to weaken her since she is not allowed to become a lich. It would actually weaken her. Upon then, our whole plan is to pretty much get inside of her realm. Her blood realm.
And do we have
so we can put this potion within her blood realm to weaken her to the best of ability. That is the only way we can kill her.
Right, I'm following you there, but how are we gonna get in there?
Fighter, force her back.
By means of weakening her or taunting her. She does have a little bit of an ego. Best advice that Timothy gave me is play to that. Challenge her in a way. Or somehow if we weaken her enough, she'll end up dragging us there. But that would have to be a last resort situation since it takes a lot of power to drag others to her domain.
Little Brett just starts fucking trying to shove furniture out of the way using his telekinetic powers and magics. He's making a big open space in the center of the living room. While y'all are talking.
Do you need help with that, little brat? What are you up to?
He's like shoving stuff out of them. Each space.
Start helping.
Talking money, Professor Caldwell. Collection. Many gold coin. Yes.
Wait, you mean Professor Caldwell's gonna take money from us?
He puts his.
Are we taking money from Professor Caldwell?
Yes.
I don't know what he's saying yes to.
What?
He's saying yes to us.
Besides that
He
is the
doesn't
plan
need
we
it.
currently is fight her or talk into getting into her domain.
It just seems. I mean,
I know
part
it
of me
doesn't-
being skeptical, but it seems a bit of a wishy-washy plan of we just talked to Tippities, who isn't even joining the fight. And she's like, oh, you
I
can
would
talk
agree
to
to
her
that.
Well,
or threaten her, and then somehow that equals us getting into the realm. Like, what does that even mean?
she did say that she would join if we need her help. He pulls out the letter.
If we
Yes.
need her help,
Yes.
we've needed her. We could have used her help so freaking long ago.
Yes, but also her being involved with this is very dangerous since it's putting a lot on the line since she is also an archmage, and upon her dying, since she is a higher rank, she would take over her position.
Actually, technically, no. Right now, Vestris is a higher rank. Remember, she killed the fourth guy, that like the explosion dude.
Well, either way, she would lose a lot by participating in this.
And there's also the chance that she would just kind of like take some of her powers. I think there is that.
Yes.
Like she could like get like stronger from that. So like there is a strategic reason why she is not helping.
I understand you do not trust Tippities to the point of what I do. But she has shared a lot of information on Vestris alone, and it has been helpful. She knew her personally before all of this drama, and she knows her story. And she knows how she can be. Really, this is the best option we have. We don't have time to look for other solutions. We're running out of time. Yes, it's a little bit of a suicide mission, but
It's a lot of a suicide mission.
what haven't we gone on that hasn't been a suicide mission?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like we really considered all of our options. We could have built a bomb.
Out of what?
Out of what? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I have no idea, but I mean, we kind of just were like, what do we do? And we got a potion, and then we just kind of ran with that.
Yeah, because that will significantly weaken her and make her like.
It is a proven fact that she was trying to achieve lichdom, and the Queen of Lichdom wouldn't allow her to have it. So
Well,
it pushed
regardless
her
of
to
all
near
that-
death.
Regardless, I mean, maybe it's just my peon fighter brain not comprehending how us fighting her will pull us into her realm.
It's less that that will immediately do it. It's more so that if we exhaust her other options or enrage her enough to the point where she would want to basically crush us like the bugs she thinks we are, then she will do that. It's a trump card that she can pull out.
So, let me explain
But we
it.
have to force her to play her hand.
Let me explain it in this way, that you'd probably understand. So the area at which all the blood is where her main source of magic is. She is a lot stronger than what her physical form appears as. She has a pool of magic that she has access to within the physical realm. But in the other realm is another pool that she cannot have, that she draws from just little by little, but upon being there has full control. Think about it in your sense with Richard. Upon your last resort, Richard takes over and gives you a last stand situation of strength.
I'd say
Whether regardless it's in your benefit or not.
I'd say it's more like, let's use a boxing analogy. She has trained up a really strong hook that she knocks everybody out with. We're preparing for the fight by preparing a counterpunch for that one, for that hook.
So we draw her.
We just need to bait her into throwing it.
That is probably the better way of explaining it.
And are we, like, we have not been in contact with Rev? Is it just us, or are we bringing other people with us? 'Cause doesn't she have like a whole army over there? We really don't know
Yeah, but her
if
army.
Rev's army is even.
Her army is busy fighting Rev's army. I imagine.
Well,
it's been
supposedly.
I imagine it's been a stalemate, considering that his army is all, wood people.
They're all goblins that were turned into woods.
But do we even know if they're fighting? Because they kind of just stopped responding to us or contacting us.
No, we don't know, but that's kind of part of the reason why we're going to Professor Caldwell to get like an update on the situation.
Okay.
I say our best bet is to go and see Professor Caldwell right now.
Because we do have to go there and then get the boat, correct?
Yeah, we're prepared for the fight. We just have to start making our way there.
Okay.
We've gotten the prep we need to get it out of the way.
I
Let's go to Professor Caldwell.
I
have a
know-
conversation with him, get a better idea, and then.
know the plan might seem not full, but we are running out of time. And this is the best shot we do have.
I know. And I think I just, like, I mean, we're all pretty smart. And I think I just might have wished that we had thought of a plan instead of just running to Tippity's for her to tell us what to do. Like, we're pretty smart, and we've been the ones that have been fighting Vestris this whole time, not Tippity's.
Yes, but Tippity's has a long history with her.
And
They learned magic together, essentially, right?
we never did what she said. We took her advice.
It seems to me like we've done everything that she's told us.
We've had
like,
other options. Because we said, oh, there's the potion, but we did have other options to make our own potions. But we agreed to go with that one.
I'd gladly take the advice of someone who knows our enemy best rather than what we
And-
can barely come up with having survived encounters with her.
It might be a personal belief, but Sherzad trusted Tippides with her life, so I trust her as well. She was one of her right-hand people, after all.
I don't know who Sherzad is.
My goddess.
Sorry.
I think she had
Different
already left.
denominations.
I think she had already left before we met Sock.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, she was the one who
No,
sent
no,
us.
no,
was she not? Was Salk not there when we were
No,
first given the mission to
Salk
go
was
to the
there.
orb?
You're right. Yeah.
Immortality.
Yeah,
The immortality.
the immortality. We were at the wedding.
What wedding?
Oh wow. So Sherzad was the
did
one
you-
that sent us on the mission to go get the orb after the whole. We were having brain problems.
She sent us on. So you're putting your faith in the person who sent us on a wild goose chase to find a doohickey that ended up blasting us all into all different realms.
You know, Sock does have a point there.
She
That's- that's-
sent us on a
that's-
wild goose chase.
That's a pretty valid point. You're not wrong.
Yes, but we did also come across the wrong orb. That wasn't the orb she intended us to find.
But the thing that she sent us to find, I think, was her underwear.
That is what got us out of the realms. That is.
Forgive me if I have a bit of doubt in the people that we're listening to.
So if you put it in that sense, yes, it does make sense. But she is also giving me powers to protect y'all as well.
I thought you lost your powers.
I did, but then I found new ones. But when I was with her, she did give me the power to protect. The only reason I lost it is because she vanished.
She vanished.
Yes. She's no longer on this plane.
I gotta hold you not making a great case here.
And I don't need to make a great case. My belief is my belief. If I had the chance to worship to her again, I would.
For what it's worth. Tibbity I think is a very trustworthy person, not just based off of the recommendation of an honestly questionable goddess, but from my own experiences with her. From my own experiences with her, and because of her expertise. She knows Vestris very well. And that, I think, is expertise worth listening to. Because, sure, we may have fought against her, but what do you really think that means? Have we ever fought her directly? We fought her minions, and we've kind of just been going on a wild goose chase figuring out how to deal with her. That was the first real concrete thing that was like, hey, this can do something to her, this can make her vulnerable. Have we had that before? I don't think so.
No.
And we're on a timetable. I don't think we really have the freedom to start looking for other solutions right now. And what even is...
Here's an idea.
What is it?
What if? What if we bring a bag of holding into her realm and just stick it in, like, in the lake and just drain it?
Little Brat's face lights up.
Isn't a bag of holding only have like a certain volume? I'm not sure if that would be able to contain an entire lake.
I mean, have you seen the lake? It's pretty shallow.
I'm gonna
I
go
haven't
for a
seen it yet.
walk. You guys can discuss.
Wait.
I need to clear my head before
But I mean,
tomorrow.
but either way, Sock, that still requires us getting in the demiplane. I thought that was your issue with the plan.
That's
in the first
true. That's true.
Little Brat walks up to Sock, pats him on the back with his little feathered claw hand.
Oh.
He's like, "Don't worry, Sock. Nobody beats Professor Caldwell. He's the most powerful wizard ever. If I know anything, nobody.
Thank you.
Nobody can beat him."
I think I'm just a little confused because it seems like we've really been the only ones that have been going after her, and all of these very powerful people have no problem telling us how dangerous she is, but then don't really do too much to help. And if she's if she's so much of a risk, then like, why aren't there more people? You know?
Well, that's not really how these kinds of Archmages types go about their business. They all, from my observation, they build their own power, they keep to their realms, and they plan. They fight on a longer scale, a longer time scale. They use more things at their disposal because direct confrontations are too risky. Because there's one thing that they value above all else, and that's their position and their power. And it's not it's not worth the risk.
Paul, when he's about to walk out the door, he hears Sock says, "Just you should probably spend some time in the slums. It'd make a little bit more sense on why the people of corrupt power don't like really interfering with us. When they understand that they have their own power, on interfering with someone else, it risks the loss of theirs. It's the selfish nature of most people in this living world." He just walks out.
Wait, where are you going?
What?
I'm going for a walk.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Did I upset him?
I don't know. I thought we were gonna be going soon, but I guess we can wait.
Wait, is it the next day already? I thought we were getting
No.
back from.
Uh,
Or we weren't leaving till the morning.
What time is it?
Or are we heading out to?
we could just head out in the morning. But that is a good question. How far in the month
And
are we? How
if
close
we were-
to full moon?
I would say it is 6:43 p.m. It's a Thursday. I would say you're 19 days from the full moon.
So were we planning on leaving tonight?
We'll go tomorrow, I guess.
leave.
No,
at
no.
any
If we
point.
were planning on leaving tonight, he would just say, "I'm gonna be outside. Just let me know when the teleportation circle's ready, and when the plan is fleshed out.
I think little brat got it
I
ready.
need to clear my head."
Okay, we'll wait.
Any
The
opportunity to
teleport-
see Caldwell, man.
I think we're going tonight. Little Brett has the teleportation circle drawn on the carpet. Just come back when you're ready, I guess. You couldn't have, like, moved the carpet to the side and put it on the hardwood floor? It's easy to clean.
Nah.
It's chalk.
Just
Is that blood or chalk
use,
on the cup?
use a little prestidigitation on it. Yes.
Oh, I guess that's right. Okay, I'll play it. I have that spell? I don't have that. Gonna...
Like 30 minutes or so, he'll come back in. Like, okay.
You see Ataru just kind of, like, playing with little minor illusions, just making them, like, dance
Ready to
around Little Brat's head.
he's his eyes are just like plates. the lights.
They're just like little Caldwell faces, just going Oh, are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, gets off the couch. Sorry, Little Brat, and then makes the illusions disappear. Okay.
Oh, where am I?
Oh my god, I didn't realize this hypnotized you. We're holds back, we're ready to go teleport. We're going to Caldwell, see? Then I make another Caldwell illusion. Caldwell,
My
yes.
students on a field trip. You get to go see the professor. And he starts, gather round, children, gather round. Gesturing you guys into the circle. And then, this magic is like summoning around you guys. He just fucking says like, power word kill! And then teleports to Razor Keep.
As the password is spoken, you can
just
see a
Death
few of
stares Little
the
Brat.
a few of the inscriptions start to change, and most of you don't understand the intricacies of teleportation circles, but Lil Brat has locked in a special password to go to a very specific Razor Keep teleportation receptacle. And soon you guys feel this almost violent urge pull you through the air by the tops of your heads. Just whoosh, as you are pulled up, before finally you feel the weight of the ground start to kind of push into the bottom of your feet, and with a loud crash and bang, you feel yourselves each, like, some on top of the other. You feel some of you hit your backs, others hit your face. You hear the creaks and crash of wood and books everywhere. And Ataru, as you kind of like lift up, you can see you landed both in and on top of a small bird cage where you can see the teleportation circle drawn inside of it start to fade as the rest of you kind of blurry-eyed look around and see a crowded classroom where every student in scholarly robes is looking at you. You can hear the writing of chalk scrape against blackboard before a final as an old gentleman slows his chalk writing to a stop. He has not turned to look at you, but you have a sense that he knows what has just happened.
Good morning, students.
With a slow exhale, he says, I did not check. The bird cage. That's what it was. It was the bird cage I meant to check. Okay. Turns out, class, you are dismissed. I seem to have a visitor. One of my favorite students. Go on with dismissed. Go on. And everyone kind of slowly gathers their books and he says, yes, of course, don't forget, tomorrow we will be going over how to dispel teleportation circles and how to find them. Something that even someone in my old years tends to forget. He says, goodbye now, goodbye. You can watch as the smile fades from his face as he kind of looks down at his notes and just his eyebrows furrow, his eyes still close as he uses his long pinky nail to scratch at his brow and says, what is it?
Every single mannerism he's doing, Brett is just there copying him. Every little thing he does.
I wish to apologize for the rude...
You need not apologize for him.
Understandable.
He turns and reaches into, he begins digging into his pocket as he kneels down. He says, quite familiar with this one. Certain pupil of mine. Absolutely wretched little thing. Seems I can't seem to get rid of him. And as he's digging in his pocket, he produces small little pieces of corn. And holds his hand out for little Brad.
He scuttles over there. Behold, in between, like, bites of corn, powerful warriors of the realm, saviors of the world. And he's just...
He slowly, like with his other hand, kind of scoops up little Brad and just kind of tucks him under his arm like a football. He says, well, come along to my office. I'm sure there's reasons of some sort. Whatever. Come along. You're taken through halls and passageways through various kind of studies and auditoriums before you are led up a thin spiraling staircase that leads up into what you assume to be a small, almost closet sized room, but upon the door opening, it is a large, vast study, expansive. It is in the shape of an octagon with every other facet, every other shaped edge to be either a bookshelf, window, bookshelf, window, bookshelf, window, all the way until the door. It stands tall, maybe 30, 40 feet. Near the top, a large solarium obelisk, kind of with the sun and planets moving around it in just all sorts of manner and fashion, powered by some unseen magic, as various candles and lanterns float in the air in slow, almost mesmerizing orbit. Some of the lanterns more of a bullseye as they seem to scan over various books, and as they kind of scan over, the gold writing of their titles seems to gleam in this magical study as Caldwell walks over and sits down in a large armchair whose back towers about 6 or 7 feet above him, emulating that of a large throne. He sits down and begins kind of just gently with the back of his 2 fingers stroking the feathers of Lil Brat's head and says, "All right. And who might you be? I am Professor Caldwell. I'm a teacher here at Razor Keep. Various studies. I teach divination magic, and believe it or not, there is a system to join this illustrious college. I'm not sure what Little Brad might have told you, but there are tests and exams you must take before you are accepted. Simply entering the premises is not the same."
No, that's
No.
that's not why we're here. No, was already.
This is Ataru, an old.
Hi.
I'm Sock. We're adventurers.
We are the group that's been traveling with, or Lil Brad has been traveling with us.
Yes.
We are noticed
Pleasant
that
little
Kappa-
fellow.
Ah, understood. Well, let me tell you right now, I did not wish for him to be returned. There is not a ransom or reward. He was not lost.
Well,
However,
we-
thank you
we-
for returning him nonetheless.
No,
No.
we've already figured out that you kind of don't want him here. It was more so
We
that.
do want him, actually.
Yeah, we're keeping
Oh.
him.
I'm very happy with him.
He's coming with us. But
Ah,
we are.
then you
on
came
our-
for his things. Very well. And he snaps
there's
his
that, there's
fingers,
that,
and
there's more.
unseen servants start to move various
That's
toys and accoutrements around.
Professor
okay.
Caldwell,
That's more of his
Yes.
business. But
we have come here to ask a favor.
Thought it was for money.
I mean, it's more so for
I thought it was for
advice,
this.
advice and whatever aid you can have, because we are traveling to Darkreach to deal
Yes.
with Vestra.
Right.
We have
Oh.
a strategy prepared for her.
Yeah, good heavens. Interesting.
We currently have a previous adventuring companion who is over there fighting.
If you know anything about the Woad army that's there in the current state of that battle, that would be very helpful to us.
You actually may know him by name, Revier.
Ah, yes, Master
we are the
Revier.
Yeah, he was also a part of our party.
Ah,
He is currently over there
interesting
fighting.
Connections. Yes, he was. Carving a
Is he fighting? We don't really know what's going on over there.
You said
Oh, well.
was.
Lost contact with him.
Indeed, they have taken up residence near the shores. Carved a deep path into, right across from Daggertide, a deep path towards Darkreach, but has since been thwarted.
Shit.
Yes. Yes, it appears Vestris's defenses are quite formidable. I've been perusing with my magics, taking a bit of bit of, exploratory observations. But yes, indeed. They have
Wait.
swept away all of the offensive forces and have somewhat had her in a besieged position, but I don't believe her plans on expansion go much further than what she has now.
Do you have any tactile information about her defenses, what we can expect? How in-depth are your... I assume you've been observing through scrying.
No. A form of scrying high above that of simple spells.
I apologize, I have very rudimentary knowledge.
Ah, yes, well, all of us...
The arcane is not my main discipline.
Understood. Well, not sure what little Brad would have told you, but I assume, since you mentioned it before, you are familiar with the archmages.
Yes.
All of us have our specialties.
Yes.
Yes. Some that of illusions, with their highest level spell being illustrate, able to make falsities into realities. Well, mine, the divination type. My spell is known as observe. It allows me to scry upon any being anywhere, entire expanse of all that is, and even all that was, as this observationary spell lets me even see into the past and somewhat into the future, as he kind of plays with little Brad's beak. But not enough to protect me from you. Well, I watched over her for the time being to make sure my safety was secure, and it is for now, or at least for the next 3 years. And I'll make changes accordingly, but her defenses are quite formidable. She has 3 fortresses, 2 on the outskirts, 1 in the center, each providing a single layer of defenses. The outer layer guarded by one of her generals, the inner layer guarded by another, and the third guarded by herself, which she seems to be drawing magical essence from the nearby countryside and drawing it to her, perhaps to build some large spell. I can't quite put my finger on it, as it is not my expertise, but she is conjuring up something of a very powerful spell, at least amassing from the thousands of gallons of blood she is drawing from the nearby countryside, subjugating the villages and whatnot.
Has anyone, attempted to evacuate the country?
Oh, yes, of course. But most of the villages that she has captured are inside the first 2 layers.
How big are these layers, distance-wise?
He
Do I have a map of, do I have, this map of the world?
He unfurls something of this map. He said,
Okay.
well, layer 1, layer 2.
Do you know where these fortresses are located within layer 2? I can make a guess onto where the one inside the middle layer is.
Oh, pretty much in a straight line. Young Revier was making his way to it, but the first general and their siege forces were a bit too much.
From the sound of it,
What compromises their forces?
Well, other than a perturbed, floating mist of blood that seems to absolutely dissolve people, it's pretty much the old state of affair. She manipulates little puppets walking around, including some of those Woden brothers. But other than that, it's just the big meanie, the big dragon that floats around.
You're saying she took over the woods?
Wait. You say a dragon.
Yes.
An undead
Blood
one?
dragon.
A dragon made of muscle and sinew.
That's Gethronax.
So we didn't kill him.
No.
I imagine he can constantly regenerate within her demi-plane.
Yes, I wouldn't be
guess I'll do that.
surprised.
Okay. Are you saying that the woads are possessed? I thought the whole point of them being woads was so that they don't have any blood.
Well, the rodent creatures do not have any blood, and they are formidable counters. However, she has basically forced blood into the Woden veins and is puppeting them. Like little
So-
marionette.
We should, I think, going forward, maybe find some kind of suits that we can wear that, you know, might prevent her from getting inside of us.
Yeah, how do we even
I
come
wouldn't
back?
know quite about that. I would
Do
say
you
just
have-
Michael would
stay
know.
light on your feet.
Do you have any knowledge on entry points without having to go through the front line? Because from the sound
Or
of
this,
it,
or this mist?
from the sound of it, it's you have to go
What about-
forward through it all, fight every general to get.
Or what if we go, you know,
Well, if
across the
you
water?
if you lower the portals, lower the portalgeists that are powering the barriers, then yes, you would be able to break through each one.
Where are those?
Those
I'm
would be in the
infiltration stuff.
fortresses, guarded by the generals.
So it
Okay.
would just have to be a straightforward shot through it all.
I mean,
Well, yes and no. You see, Razor's Keep has alerted the praetors of their neighboring business, and so they have gone and contacted the paladins of No Hope's Bastion, and sure enough, within months' time, they will eventually try to make siege upon the fortress, but like I said, those Woden fellows seem to have the best chance, and that didn't do too good. So they will probably go to their death.
I mean, it's right on the water. Do you know anything about perhaps underwater tunnels or passageways?
No, I don't believe Vestus would be so careless. Now, if you're trying to slip through without fighting the generals in the most forward case, I would say I perhaps may be able to help you with at least the first barrier, but the second one not so much. And once you're within, there's no getting out unless you remove the first barrier. You catch my drift, you'll be sandwiched between them. But
Yes,
I suppose, I believe I might be able to get you in.
if
So you
get
can
us in
drop
that way.
us.
Or we could
Did
wait.
we?
We could wait those 6 months and use those paladins as a diversion.
What if we get our own dragon?
Where, how,
Little
when?
Brat's eyes
Bobby
open.
Flay!
Bobby Flay
Yes.
isn't exactly friendly with us.
He wasn't necessarily unfriendly, though.
But I doubt we'll be able to be like, hey, come risk your life to help us with nothing in it for yourself. That's
Well,
not.
what if we convince him that there's something in it for him?
Okay, but how? What's in it for him?
I don't listen. I'm not saying that I have a perfectly formulated plan right
No,
now. I'm just
hey,
throwing out ideas.
Caldwell's eyebrows raised for a second. So, you speak of Roberto Flay.
Yeah, we had a brief run-in with him over.
I
by,
mean, he's a
River
dragon. He likes gold.
Oh, he
Likes precious
indeed likes
things.
gold and
He's
precious
also
things.
was like very insulting. So if we maybe like
In
just
my
find some way
years
to
of-
redeem his honor.
In my years of hearing of Bobby Flay, and he kind of flicks his finger and a large book removes itself from one of the shelves and slowly floats his way down in front of him and little Brat, and he ends up using, like, kind of unfolds little Brat's wings as like a little podium, and he sets it down on top of him. He's like, oh, just careful now, little Brat. Yes, right here. There isn't mention of Bobby Flay keeping too much of a hoard, but what he is most fashioned towards is small youth groups. It appears in the last 2 millennium he has taken himself up as a youth pastor.
Atara's face is just completely blank. You've lost her.
I mean, literally.
You remember? No, you remember that. That's what he said he was.
We could
No,
try.
I know, but it's like the meme with the woman with the equations where she's like, what?
We could try to like get
If you
his
go
allegiance
back to that
by-
episode, he literally said he was the youth.
No, I did it, but it's just like, it's so out of left field. Like, what the fuck?
We could
You see,
maybe,
when
like,
dragons live for so long, eventually the luster of gold, for some of them, can go away, and they seek harder things to capture, such as the hearts and minds of young youth.
literally, we could try to appeal to like the fact that she's sucking the blood out of the countryside. I mean, it's at least worth a shot. And if there's something that can like distract the dragon with another dragon, I think that's at least worth, a phone call.
I agree. No, that's
What is a
definitely worth checking
phone?
out.
Oh, it's like a stone of hostage, but
It's
like
little
better.
rat.
You could send him a tweet.
Shut up. Anytime Wolf Rat uses
Send him an IM.
it's a tweet.
Where is?
Yes, I have been known to peruse the instant telephogram.
Oh. Where is the dragon now?
It's in
There
the
are
crystal
slutty
vault.
mages in my area. Little Brad, we must find them.
He's nodding.
Next thing you know, you're probably gonna say there are single moms too, huh?
Casting scrying.
Girlfriend of mine fell for that. Don't do it.
Like, we were able to talk to him. Like, he literally barfed out a book for me. So I think it's at least worth a shot. And now we know that there's something that could at least potentially convince him. And he just
Yeah.
hangs around the Crystal Ridge Hovel, right?
Hey, I'm all for it.
He
was
is
only when it
known
was
to
like-
hang around the Crystal Ridge Hovel closer towards Murderman Mountain.
And if, like, this seems like a pretty formidable fortress. So I think before we just rush in, and I know that we're under a time crunch, but I
No,
think
this
it's
is
worth, I mean, we've helped
I-
a lot of people in the past few months.
I agree. This is worth a shot. I'm sorry for getting snippy. It's only when it's like a completely off the wall plan that we don't really have any form of pursuing it at that time that I'm like, this is not a good idea. This, we have a way of pursuing it. We have something tangible that we can work towards instead of a nebulous
And we can
idea.
teleport there.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down with this. Let's do this.
You say 3 years that you have to change your plans, yes? What were you
Yes,
getting at
3
by
years
that?
before she turns her gaze towards murdering me.
Oh. So she's just gathering power right now?
Well, right now she seems to be gathering power for some kind of spell. Now, unfortunately, my observation magics does not give me such details as to what, but I believe she's, from what I can tell, is attempting to summon something very powerful and subjugating it. As to what, I don't know. But it's the amount of magic she is processing, it must be very powerful.
Before we go, I must ask, have you turned your gaze over to Taskushiki?
No, I have not. But I'll tell you what, a bit of a wager. If you could somehow convince Bobby Flay to help you in your journey, I'd find that impressive enough. I will use my observe spell. And I can look upon anything you like for Tuskashiti.
This one probably will fall under the same stipulations, but I am curious. Do you have an idea on how it would look if she is left unalived? If she is left uncontested, what could happen?
Oh, I have not gazed into that realm. But she has been working towards a goal this whole time. I assume she would reach it.
All right. Let's go see Bobby Flay then. At least the time crunch is expanded. We have 3 years now.
Well,
But I want to take 3 years.
Whoa, hold on,
that's 3
friend.
years. That's not 3 years for us. That's just,
Caldwell puts her finger
Remember,
up.
my,
He's
my
like,
home is still under
that
attack.
is 3
yeah.
years before she captures and kills me. She'll
it's-
decimate everyone else long before that.
Funny enough, it was just a joke. I know we do not have 3 years.
okay.
think
All
our
right.
You
maximum
didn't
time
use your
frame is 6
joke
months.
voice, and sarcasm flies right over me. And that's not a height. That's not a height thing.
I didn't think it was until you said that. But
I just need it specified.
okay.
I'm not my standard height.
I didn't think it was about height either.
Well, good. Because it wasn't.
Okay.
You're kind of making it about it though.
Let's-
I'm
let's
making
move
it a
on.
deal.
We're moving on. Why are you guys still focusing on the height thing?
I mean, because you're kind of.
Let's just go
focusing
to
on
Bobby Flay.
No, you're thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I can't.
His face is so red. Move on.
Professor Caldwell, thank you. We shall see you fairly soon. Hopefully it doesn't take too
we'll
long.
Do you have anything that could maybe help us to prevent your, death in 3 years? Some.
Well, I mean, I
Crystal.
suppose if your plan succeeds, I won't have to worry about that.
Well,
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll reconvene after we've talked with Bobby Flay, and then we'll go from there.
Well, all right.
Is there any other allies you recommend talking to that you think would assist in the matter?
Well, I didn't even recommend Bobby Flay, but
Yeah. Or just in general. do
you are the
know?
ones with the allies, not me. I'm just an old man.
Alright.
The most
Yeah, but your
powerful
friend,
wizard.
but
Yes,
we've got this
but
apprentice from you. You may have trained.
well,
other
then there you
powerful
go.
wizards.
You have this apprentice from me, my wisest and most astute pupil.
fucking
Dude.
giving him bombastic side eye.
Little
he
Brat
kinda
is beaming right now.
gently stroking little
Send
Brat.
it.
He's like, my most powerful pupil.
Fucking
I want to try
the
talking
biggest
to
arch
you.
brow.
Tears streaming down his face.
This little Brat is my
Little
pride
Brat
and
is-
joy.
He's crumbling.
Hopefully he'll go out into the world and never return, never bothering me in my old age. Having found his own reason for going away and never coming back. So wise he is that he would never find a foolish reason to come and bother me. Well, there you go, and he just kind of throws you off his lap.
He flutters. Oh. Thank you, Professor.
Yes, cool.
Yes. All right. And he claps his little claw hands. Where are we going?
The Crystal Ridge Hovel.
I don't know that place.
Caldwell, could you send us there?
I know Frankleton.
Ah,
Well, actually, we are heading to Murder Man Mountain, and Frankleton is close enough.
That's true.
Frankleton's actually kind of closer.
no, shall get you there. It means
Thanks.
sending my pupil out and about. The sooner the better. And he begins kind of writing a few things. He's like, all right. Let's see here.
Little Brat's trying to look at his book as best he can.
Let's see, when I last remembered, there was, I believe, a sign that says, dragon ahead turned around. It was at the base of the mountain. So I'll just teleport you there. And he puts his fingers to his temple, and his other hand just kind of hand waves, and you guys suddenly feel gravel underneath your feet shift, and the crackling of little pebbles crunch underneath your feet. There, a cold, kind of stark wind blows in your face, causing your eyes to kind of just shirk close in a flinch. There, you can see tall, mountainous clouds brewing near the top of these gigantic peaks. It's in the afternoon, and dark storm clouds rumble overhead. There, you see only bits and pieces of light shining past Murder Man Mountain as the last lights of the sun start to shine through and light up the various peaks. Somewhere in these tall mountains, a giant, ancient blue dragon lay.
Best friends.
Alright.
How do we summon a dragon?
Well, I imagine we just kind of like.
What if we just start singing worship songs? Do we know what
Sending like a gospel choir
what
can actually work.
what is what god is he the youth pastor for?
That's a good question, honestly. After the whole, I'm not even sure what gods there are left anyway. Like, what are, like, wasn't there like a whole shakeup of the gods? Do we even know about that, actually?
I look around for a church.
Yeah, what do we actually know about the gods currently?
Maybe the children don't go to him, maybe he goes to them.
You know almost nothing of the gods now, other than Sherazade and the creator goddess being back.
Okay, so we know about the creator goddess. I assume we don't know her name.
I want to use divine sense. Pick up a trail that's left off, like from the dragon itself.
I'm gonna look on the ground for a physical trail.
There is a small physical trail that kind of leads up to the sign. And you can see, kind of on the sign, it says Dragon Territory ahead. With a few kind of almost old parchments tacked to the post underneath it. As you cast Divine Sense, there is not a trace of divinity floating around, nor is there any dead or stench of evil. In fact, as you look around in the evening golden light, there is almost very little wildlife around. Dark storm clouds rumble ahead, and other than almost like a funnel of clouds that goes up, the sun kind of beaming past, you can see just like a hole in the dark layer of clouds. There's the sun, the evening sun, shining off the bright clouds on the second layer and just shining down beautifully on this gigantic mountain peak in front of you. Sock, as you approach the kind of the sign, you can see the weathering of the ink is gone, but the bottom of the parchments there are kind of cut into little tabs, and you feel with enough pressure you can rip one off.
I rip one off. What's on it?
As you do and inspect it, it is written in Common and Draconic. And it simply says, meeting time, 7 p.m.
I checked my
It
my
was
wrist
6:43.
sundial.
As you check your wrist sundial, that is in 14 minutes.
Oh, I guess we just wait.
Where does it have an like
The rest of the parchment's in Draconic. Does anyone speak
Does
Draconic?
anyone read Draconic?
Oh, give me just a sec. Let me see.
Give me a moment. I'm going to start ritually casting comprehend languages.
It says meeting time at
Druid
7.
Wait, is that just spoken? No, I can read. I can read.
No,
Okay.
I can't read it.
I'm going to ritually. I'm going to ritually cast it.
10 minutes pass by as Ataru is trying to ritually cast comprehend languages, and before you watch the harsh kind of scratchings of Draconic start to shift into recognizable shapes that you can read. What Common was written in language has been worn away, but the embedded scratches into the thick parchment reveals that it is an advertisement for a youth group meeting at the base of the mountain where you stand.
Where we stand.
It says, looking for young youths willing to set their life straight and follow the moral path of good and righteousness. Start time 7 p.m. And it, on the bottom, all the little tabs have a pull of interested, meeting place here, 7 p.m.
Holy crap, we're lucky.
Yeah, meeting place here. Anyone want to take a tab?
Huh.
Hold. This is kind
Do
of
we all need one, or can we all just kind of wait here? So I get so.
I mean, we're just gonna wait.
What,
Here,
so the dragon's just gonna show up here?
I guess.
Well-
Is there anyone else showing up here?
Little brat steps away from you all a bit and just starts fucking.
Do you want me to talk to him?
I mean, we all can. I'm just gonna pull a
Cast
tab
in
and I'm gonna give it a
Thunderclap.
tab.
Yeah. He casts it
Dude,
again.
Your DC is 20?
Lil Brat continues to thunderclap as it echoes across the mountains.
Okay.
We
My
got it.
ears.
As the third thunderclap goes out, Sock, you look at your sundial and it is 7. Hold, as you are still sensing your divine sense, to each of your astonishment, the mountain unfurls its wings.
Oh my fucking god.
Roberto Flay unfurls, revealing himself.
Oh my god!
I like how Youth Pastor is first.
Roberto played
The
faster than ants.
ancient wings start shedding off sledge and snow.
Okay.
The wings unfurl and through their very strength literally push aside thunder clouds and low sweeping fog. As the valley you stand in, literally trees get shook, leaves sent flying, the rivers and streams held to a stop. The creature opens his mouth and shakes his head as if reaching for a large yawn. 2 glowing blue eyes scan the horizon. From this distance, these eyes must be the size of a small house. As they scan down, the creature, not even having to move, simply lowers his chest down to the ground, his great long neck furling towards you, as the very movement of which causes a downward draft. In the past, you had spoken to what you thought was all of Roberto Flay, but you find that was merely an image. cast with thunderclouds and shadows, here stands the true form of the ancient blue dragon
Holy crap.
and youth pastor of Crystal Ridge Hovel.
Are there any kids? Or is it just us?
It is just you for now.
There's no kids playing Gaga Ball over there.
A single huff
So real.
from his
Oh my God.
nostrils sends a cold wind down your spines, and you feel a rumble in your minds as this creature delicately and telepathically responds to you. Welcome, and thank you for showing up to this meeting. I am Robert Flay.
Hello. I'm Sock.
Hi.
I believe we've met before.
Have we?
But you gave me a book that you swallowed once.
He breathes in. You almost are pulled off your feet. Little Brad, you almost go tumbling
Oh, Jesus.
the half mile towards his nostrils. As even from this distance, he's about, I would say, 6 football fields away. His mouth, almost as, kind of looking straight at him, is almost as wide as the football field itself. As he breathes in, trees and other debris are just dragged with him. He says, "Yes, I smell treasures that I've doled out, that carry my scent. They are on you."
Mr. Flay, we need your help. And we think that,
Well, I am here to give guidance and bring thee towards the path of righteousness. Tell me, are those among you wish to become paladins or clerics? Followers of the good and righteous?
well, I hadn't, but now that you mention it,
Also, one of us is a paladin.
Old raises his hand.
Ah, a devout man. You need not rewrite your oaths. Stay the path true. I can sense there's good in you. And thank you for joining and bringing your friends here. I smell in this one evil brewing within,
Which
but
one
you do
is
not
it?
let it wrestle control from you,
Oh, so.
and that is strength.
thank you.
Well, it has been so long since I've had a youth group. I suppose I can begin giving guidance on any topic you wish, and I
Well-
can make a structured, formal plan later on.
Well, here's the thing.
How often do we want to meet?
It is a bit difficult for us to get here. But we have a bit of an emergency.
Oh?
Yes, well, you see, there is a part of this world, around, what was it?
Darkbreach.
Darkbreach?
Darkbreach.
Where there's an evil person there who is basically destroying not only just the people, but the youth.
She has taken over Darkbreach and
She's taking over and she's draining them of their blood, and we are trying to stop her, and we are not strong enough with just ourselves.
She has
From-
control of the Blood Dragon as well as 2 powerful generals who are basically trapping all of the people around Darkbreach and killing them and harvesting their bodies for magic purposes.
And we
From-
They have a large blood mist around that seems to melt the bodies of those who invade, and there is a contingent of paladins from No Hope Bastion that are making their way there, but they will likely all die within 6 months.
And
we need your help.
from the sounds of it, he is collecting this magic to summon something that is strong but has been dead for a while.
And she has a
Take
dragon.
control of it.
A dragon that's made of flesh and sinew
You
that's
might know
wreaking
the
havoc.
name. His name is Gethranax.
I do not know of a dragon named Gathernax. But if what you say is true, and I do not sense deceit upon your lips, it is troubling to hear that the youth is taken advantage of.
Like, they're not even given a fighting chance. Like, that people are trying to evacuate the countryside, but she's extending further and further, and there are very few people who seem to be able to withstand, because, quite frankly, most of us are made of blood.
We have
Ataru, with you still having comprehend language, a low, guttural noise ushers out across the valley, not telepathically, but from Robert's actual mouth, and you just hear disgusting.
And we're trying to stop her, and we have not been having much luck in finding a lot of allies that seem to align with our cause for stopping this evil person from just taking absolute control of everyone, and we thought that we'd come to you for help because, well, a lot of innocent people are dying, and a lot more innocent people will die if she's not stopped. And we have a plan. Like,
And so you came to me in need of a youth pastor. Ah,
we need you to help protect
I
the
understand.
innocent.
Many would come to me for my strength as a dragon, but few would come to me for my strength as a youth pastor.
For
this-
the mountain to turn into a backwards chair as he sits on it.
I am wholly convinced. I will lend you my aid, but it comes at terms.
And what are your terms?
Allow me to show you the guiding path to righteousness. It has been a long millennia since I have had a youth group, and you have bring me much joy hearing that you are interested.
I actually
Wow.
genuinely am.
I will grant you my aid. In fact, during which perhaps could be a lesson to you on how to deal things with unrelenting justice. And you can see almost kind of blue sparks trailing from his mouth and across his scales. Little flickers and arcs of lightning between various webbings of his claws and wings. At this distance, you can assume these are gigantic lightning bolts, capable of eviscerating trees, but here, at this great distance of almost 2 miles away from his wings, they seem little ecstatic sparks. He says, "Very well. I shall give thee guidance. And you shall be my first group."
Do we get a name?
You already have
That is good. If I still had a blackboard somewhere in these forests, we can fetch it. But it has been so long, I feel it has fallen into disrepair. I'll tell thee what. We will do this. And when we arrive back here, we shall build a small youth room.
Ooh. With a gaga ball pit.
Ah,
You're bringing back
I
so
have
many
not
core memories of
heard
that.
that term in so long. Wars were waged over Gaga.
Pentagon of doom.
Who was on the edge of victory? The edge of glory?
Territories were won and lost in the Gaga pit. Back then, wars were simply decided with 2 champions and a ball. Ah, those were the days. The very gods giving their blessings upon the pit itself.
Um, We also talk about
in the Gaga pit.
creating possibly some kind of gateway or teleportation so to get here, because this is a bit out of the way. And so I think we want to make it accessible for the youths, you know.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Should.
I wouldn't mind spreading your religion. I don't think I will switch over, but what you have to
It is
teach
not
is
a
interesting.
religion. It is a lifestyle.
A lifestyle. My apologies.
Well,
I wouldn't mind spreading and guiding people to you. But I am strong about my own, but I am interested to learn about what you have.
Understood. Well, for now, I think it is best we begin our first lesson as he begins to outstretch his wings, and you can see them literally just eclipse over the mountain range as he slowly starts to push himself up, very gently, not to crush the mountains underneath. He extends himself tall into the air. Tell me your names, little one. I dare not bore you with titles, but I will explain to you my true self. I am Roberto Flay. A title I have picked up long ago. A small child named it to me, one that showed no fear. This small child gathered friends, and in a group together we had formed some of the first paladins of this land. I am old. I am ancient. I have lived upon this mountain maybe 26? Yes. 26 long lives upon this mountain. And I picked up the moniker of the youth's pastor. Tell me, what is the names and titles my first group in so long?
Oh, well, I'm Sock Draw, and I don't think I have any titles. Yeah, I mean, one thing that I guess I would like to gain out of this youth group is like learning how to you know, some self-control, I suppose.
Understandably
You smell
so.
the evil on me. But it's not something that I want.
Yes, understandably so, and with my guidance, I believe we can overcome. You there, small bird.
Plate eyes blankly stare back at Bobby Flay.
That's little brat. Incredibly smart, very talented little friend we have.
It is a pleasure to meet you, littlest brat.
The pleasure is all mine. Bobby Flay. He says it exactly as he said.
And you, blood of the islands, I can smell upon you the spirits.
I am Ataru of Clan Ikea. Guards of Choetsu.
Well met. And you,
Give him a bow.
noble of the determined oaths, who are you?
I'm Horde, the oldest kin of the dwarf family, hailing from Stone Halls, but currently residing in Titan's Fall. I follow the oath of Sherzad, even though she does not seem to be on this plane. I follow the words that she stood by.
I do not know the name of this one. It does not ring in these old years, but
She is a more
I
recent.
am old.
She is a more recent goddess. Has found enlightenment over certain deeds that she has done.
Interesting. Come then. Together we shall travel to where these youths are being held captive. Tell me, what of this discovered world? Am I still in the westernmost mountain?
I assume we don't know about the new world, right?
No.
So
As far as we know.
westernmost.
Well,
there is one that is
surprisingly enough.
northwest of here, known as Spikes of Moron.
Ah, the Spires of Morn.
Spires of Moron. Besides
Interesting.
that is a little bit more
Interesting.
west than where you are currently.
These mountains people call Murder Man Mountains, which it's not great for possibly setting up a new classroom.
I imagine parents wouldn't really want to be sending their kids out to.
So this would be a great opportunity to rename these mountains.
Yeah, you got a bit of a branding. I mean, I gotta be completely honest.
Perhaps.
Also, you only set your flyers out like in front of where you meet. It's kind of helpful to put those out around where you want people to see them to know. Where
Yeah, definitely some like
spread them out in like Frankleton and Christopher's Pop.
reaching into the community, you know, making a presence in the local community.
You bring wise words. Just what I need for my first group.
And also Titans.
Your
Fall
knowledge
being-
of the modern day shall prove invaluable. Where does this Titan's Fall lie?
Titans Fall is north of here. You probably know it more specifically by the Iron. It's south of the Iron Tail Mountains.
On
Pretty
the
much
northeast,
connected, right? Towards
on the northeast shore of the Crystal Sea.
Ah, a town has been made by the Iron Tail Mountains.
Yes.
And what is Kalphus?
It is a town that's right on the northeastern shore of the Crystal Sea, right before the river that leads to the desert.
Interesting.
It is a city.
I only
It is
know of
alone.
Crystal Ridge Hovel.
Seems to be a city that is
not Frankleton or
ran.
Stonehalls. Stonehalls is like right on this mountain. Towards the south.
I did hear
Yes.
dwarves earlier. This
Yes.
explains why. I
No,
thought I
my-
heard them underneath. No. It's been so long. Last I was awake, it was only the elves and the dwarves of Platinum Halls were around here. And then I woke up a little while ago and saw Crystal Ridge Hovel, and I tried to make a youth group there, but they only wanted gossip and drama.
Yeah, we remember that.
Disgusted with them, I just went back to sleep, dispensing my avatar back into the ether.
Well,
It's been so long since I've stretched these wings, I still have wounds of old wars when I used to walk alongside Death herself, giving her shade from the mountain above.
we should warn you, this person, they can control blood. So, just a fair warning. She's
I
pretty
should
nasty.
be alright, as there's
No,
not
I need-
blood that runs through these veins, but literal bolts of lightning.
Do you know any?
How can I get like that?
Do you know
Well-
anything?
You have to live about 26 elf lifetimes.
Can you like? Is that from religion?
That's like 26,000 years. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I can technically get that old, but a bit of a taller.
That's no fair.
I suppose with good routine in the gym, perhaps. Well,
I mean, he does have a pretty good workout routine.
Well,
come along. I shall carry you in my mouth.
blushes.
And he
And you-
opens his gigantic maw.
So
Sounds about right.
Uh,
If we die, we die.
Sorry if we taste bad, though I did shower yesterday, so I should...
Come along, little brat.
I'll just pick up little Brat.
As
He's probably still in awe. Just picks him up.
as you begin walking up the trail towards the mouth, walking and walking and walking, you start to realize Roberto Flay is a little bigger than you thought based on distance. And as you finally approach a spot where you find yourselves almost at the just face of his kind of snout. He's about 6 stories tall in terms of bottom to chin to top of nostrils. He just unhinges a jaw and opens his
Oh my
mouth
God.
ever so slightly. And you see, you're gonna need like climbing pittons to get into this creature's
I have
mouth.
those.
Someone get on my back. I can just climb this.
Well, I don't want to volunteer.
I
but-
forget. Can you
Well,
carry
well,
people
Brat.
while Misty stepping?
Lil Brat, take me. Or I'll pick up Lil Brat and put him like.
No, you can't
shoulders.
carry people while Misty stepping.
Ah, damn.
Just gonna put Lil Brat on my back, and I'm just gonna walk up there.
You climb the 40 feet into his mouth. There you find it incredibly spacious. As if in the mouth of a gigantic cavern, he slowly starts to close it. And even then, because of its sheer size, there's still a large gap where you can see the outside world straight downwards as his mouth closes into that of an overbite. His tongue feels as if you are standing on a large field of gravel and rock. Large, boulder-sized, as tall as almost redwood trees, are gigantic alligator-like teeth that line his mouth. You can feel and hear the intake of breath through his nostril, through his cavities. And some of you even have to hunker down as you feel the ground shift underneath you, and you watch as the mountainside and the ground below seeming to shrink as you fly airborne into the air. The whip of wind and the screech of kind of air travel. You stand there in the darkness as the only light comes from this underlit mouth, as the gap from underneath the overbite shines from the brighter ground below, as if looking out through a hole in that of an airplane. You just see countryside zip past you. Trees, small distant specks, before ocean, before streams. You can see small little lights of candles and torches, gigantic braziers. And you realize it's only been maybe 4 minutes of this travel, and you can see the outline of Razor's Keep
I
underneath.
wish we could have seen this from below. Like a mountain just flying overhead.
Fucking wild.
Take that, mistress!
Stonehall is losing their shit right now.
Their whole roof just peels off.
You hear a mental kind of rumble in your minds. Roberto says, "I see the barrier below. My claws shall rend a hole, and I shall drop you in. I will distract them with an assault from the outside. There, gather the youth to a designated spot where I can find you, and I will extract."
Thank you.
Understood.
We'll be back to build
Brace
that classroom.
yourselves. As you hunker down for the brace, you feel a rumble before a sudden weightless feeling. The mouth you are in starts to shift at an angle, and you guys begin to slide outwards. The tongue extends out, and you fall about 30 feet onto the ground. You look up, and all you see is the gigantic maw of a dragon that has smashed his head through a magical barrier. Large pieces of the barrier falling like glass as it thumps like heavy bricks into the ground below. The barrier must be 20, 30 feet thick, simply shattered by the sheer might of Roberto Flay. The entire section, almost 1/4 of the barrier, is simply covered by the darkness of his wings. He removes his mouth, and you watch as the barrier slowly begin to heal and seal itself up before, with gigantic wings, he pushes himself off and begins circling large swaths around. Your mission, as he stated, to gather the youth to one spot and prepare for extraction. Whether you follow that immediately or not is up to you, but Roberto Flay flies off to encircle the outer barrier.
So are we
Are we inside the first
Yeah,
barrier?
You guys are
yeah.
inside the first barrier.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I think we should maybe gather and then move forward.
yeah, well, there's two objectives here. There's one, we have to take care of the barrier in the first fortress, wherever that is, if we're in view of it. The second is to find any town that still has people in it and get them the hell out.
Well, also, this is, me just thinking aloud, but don't you think she can just possess them? Like, should not we maybe poison her and then
We would
try
have
to gather everyone out?
We would have to get into the very center barrier.
We
That's
would.
not happening. We need to prepare to invade her. So first we need to take care of either the first fortress or get these people out. Also,
Which honestly,
what
from
about-
the sound of it, it's gonna go hand in hand.
Yeah. Where we're dropped, what do we see? Is there any village nearby? Do we see a fortress? Also, what about that mist that Caldwell told us about? Do we see any sign of any of that stuff?
So, as you guys hunker down and kind of make your way away from where the breach was, looking over the area, you can see there are kind of floating around low to the ground like fog. In certain open fields, there is a dark red mist that kind of moves almost like it has sentience, like a patrolling animal. Kind of moves up and down pathways in between hamlets, almost kind of encircling around the hamlets. And there you can see there are windows with houses that are lit, meaning that there are people inside and perhaps the mist is guarding them. Other than that, you do see a few flying creatures off in the distance that bear somewhat similar shape and size, or not size, but similar shape and anatomy to Gethernacks. Maybe small little wyverns. You can see large, dense thickets of brambles that kind of seem reminiscent to that of Revier's magic. Kind of in the same, they're like large, tubular, big branches of thorns bundled up.
I think.
But mostly there are speckled hamlets and villages along the countryside. The barrier itself giving a dark, almost permanent nighttime darkness to it, with the only prominent light being a large, kind of crystalline structure that gives off a pale white, red, and bluish hue across the inner barrier.
So the woads have made it in here?
You're not sure if the wolves have made it in here, but you at least see
Familiar
similar
what?
to that of the woads. Basically, you see signs that possibly the woads might have made it.
Okay.
I think maybe if we push forward and if we need to get in contact with Rev's army so that we're all on the same page, maybe they can start.
Thought Rev's army was destroyed and
Not all of them, right?
no, Vestress is puppeting them. She
All of
injected
them?
Blood. I don't know about all of them, but there's whatever remnants there are left of them. She injected blood into them and is now puppeting them.
The
I
costly
thought it was only
spell.
some of them.
That's what Caldwell told us. I mean, have we seen other? I mean, I don't see any other sign of them.
It's a
And I would
costly.
So one more thing you see is that there is another barrier on the inside. This one's a little bit more clear. There, you can see the strength of it being sent outwards from a walled gatehouse, and it appears the city itself of Darkbreach is kind of the outer walls make the barrier, and inside you can see there is a tall, almost Gothic-like structure that crystalline kind of red rubies have grown up and out of it, and that's where a lot of the magic and light is being shown from, and where you can sense a lot of the magic is being gathered to.
We should try to disguise ourselves.
The like the little like mist and the creatures, they're not like actively like going after any of the towns right now. They're just guarding them to make sure nothing happens right now.
They appear to be guarding around the towns. Probably, you could see that because there are people more than likely alive in those towns. They're probably like prison camps.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think our best bet, because they're being guarded rather than being attacked, is to go after the barrier first. Go to the fortress, we take down. In the confusion, we exfiltrate with the people, put the barrier now down, and we bring them out to Bobby Flay.
Okay, do we want to operate on two teams? Maybe a distraction team and an infiltrating team?
Well, what we've heard is that the general is guarding the device that keeps the barrier up. So we're gonna need all of us for that. I don't think we should necessarily. Oh, especially if Little Brat can cast invisibility on all of us, then we can just go.
Also, should we maybe have thought of some kind of thing to protect us from, like, blood?
Not necessarily
Like, I feel like we were maybe thrust into this situation a bit hastily.
That's why we went and bought stuff.
It's true. Okay, well... what?
I think we have to make do with what we have now. I think invisibility and get into the fortress is a good idea. Does anyone else have any other thoughts?
Get
I'm
into the
for it.
fortress. Take down the
Which
barrier.
fortress? The inner fortress or the outer fortress?
The outer fortress, the first fortress, because they were said that there was like they're in a line, so there's like one here, and one there. I say we go after this one, because this is the one that controls this barrier, the outer one, right?
Yeah, the one keeping Bobby Flay out.
Yes,
It is-
that's the one we go after.
It is a long play, but I do have a spell that could come into assistance.
What is it?
If what she is doing is considered a charming effect, we could possibly get the Woad army back.
I don't think they're being charmed. The way Caldwell described it was that they're being puppeted. She injected blood into them and is then using that to puppet their body.
Exactly. But we don't know if it
That
is
would
a
be
sense of charm, though. We don't really know much
Doesn't
about
sound
it.
like an enchantment to me.
Be worth a try anyways. It'll help within our fights anyways.
Yeah, if we run into them, that's worth a shot. But I say we're wasting time. We need to go after that barrier now.
I
How-
pull my little soldier rank pin out and tuck it in underneath my clothes. For good luck.
How far away do we see the outer fortress? Is it like?
I would say, yeah, it's about 2 miles from the outer fortress, and you can see there's a pulse of magic. Kind of it emanates out of it, and you can see most of the fortress is inside, kind of to protect it from being attacked on the outside. It's kind of like half and half, but you can clearly see magic is pulsing out from it, and it is the generator of such a force field.
Question.
Let's go.
If I cast Greater Invisibility and use the can I save a sorcery point if I have someone carry me?
Ooh.
Because it says anything that they're carrying is invisible.
I would say you are small enough to be tucked into clothes.
Hell
If
yeah.
that
And
is
in my
the-
backpack.
I get
If that
sucked.
is the case, then if I carry Sock and Little Brat,
Oh my god!
You carry sock. You carry sock. I carry little brat.
I can carry both of them. But it's like
If I have little brat with me, I can take little brat in deep with me because I'm fast.
That is true.
And you do have the unfortunate thing of still having your invisibility will just make it a straight roll. You're right.
the only
What if
reason
I
brought
carry
that. The only
hold?
reason I brought carrying both of them is because of the specifics of Little Brat has to be carrying them. So even if I'm carrying Sock, that would still cost 2 sorcery points.
What if I carry hold?
No, it's gonna cost 4 meta magic points, because it's greater invisibility, so that's 1 creature, and then
Yes.
she can twin it, so that's another creature, so it's 2 people
Yes.
max.
But then if I'm carrying Little Brat, I would be invisible.
If Lil Brat cast it on you, and then you picked up Lil Brat, yes.
Oh, okay. So so if it's casted on Ataru and I, if we're carrying,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you guys
okay,
carry
okay,
them.
then yeah, then we're fine.
So that would
Let's do that
be
then.
okay. I'll
Yeah, just cast it, but not yet because it's only less than a minute and we're still 2 miles out. Once we get close, then hit it.
All right. Are we gonna?
Then we use that to get inside.
How are we gonna get inside? Up the wall?
Well,
Underneath?
I can actually literally just run up the wall with somebody.
Right.
With
But
little brat. I can't. I probably.
so
can't
what
carry
if you
that
run
stuff.
up the wall and carry a rope behind you?
The rope will be visible.
Well, I mean
Well,
that's better than.
It's better now to try
And a
with
bunch of
not. My
chumps.
hands have been a little bit more grippy than usual.
I bet I
I'd be able
could
to
carry.
climb a little bit better.
All right, I have a rope. I'll take little brat with me. Worst case scenario, little brat can. Do you have any kind of teleportation spell?
I
Other than
do.
teleportation circle?
It won't
Like-
work.
Is there any way that we can set some kind of distraction, like light a fire over here, or something?
You guys watch as kind of Bobby Flay, just this gigantic generator of thunder clouds, kind of with a claw scrapes along the outside edge of the barrier. Just this miles and miles and miles wide long barrier, and it just sounds like someone scraping a nail across glass.
I'm gonna say.
You know,
that
I think that's distraction
That's
enough.
enough of a distraction. Let's not let them
He
know
did
anyone's
say
inside.
he'd create the distraction.
Yeah, let's not let them know anyone's inside. So let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we're heading to the thing. Like pretty much once we're like before we get to like easy visual range of the fortress, I kind of just want to like see if there's any like gates or anything, or if we just have to scale this wall.
The fortress itself on this side is more so various towers in like a bog, as it is mostly swamp and wetlands. It's rather like the ruins of an old keep that it lays in, and you can see is just a large kind of generated crystal. However, kind of perched on one of the towers near the crystal is Gethernax, the large kind of sinew-like dragon. He is kind of on high alert, watching kind of Roberto Flay scrape along the outside as there
Does he look
appears.
intimidated?
He looks, I would say, ready, and it's kind of hunched low like a cat. And you can see there is a tether between the crystal and the chest of Gethranax.
A bomb. I'm just saying, a bomb. been
I want to
nice.
try and.
I have bombs.
Let's
roll
use
our-
them.
Not anything that would cause a concussive blast that would be able to shatter the crystal, but
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can understand the connection?
Roll Arcana. I would say an easy assumption would be like Gethranax is protecting the crystal magically.
Yeah.
oh wait, hold up. I have a lot in Arcana.
I would say adding on top of that, Ataru, you can see that Gethranax very much is putting some sort of tether of protection over the crystal. Sock, based on your carpenter knowledge, you can see that Gethranax has some sort of protection barrier tethered to him and the crystal.
Oh.
Looks like we gotta kill Gethranax to be able to damage the crystal.
I assumed you would have saw that as well.
Yep.
Time for round 2.
Alright.
That's fine. I have a bone to pick with that bag of bones.
We all do. You did kill me.
Well, I
after
know.
all. Well, technically. the
I'm
fight
trying to
during
say
that
something
killed me.
cool and inspiring, and you just cut. It's fine.
Am I casting spells on us?
Once we get close enough, yes.
Just say when.
Hop on my back.
Scuttles.
Alright. I have the little hollow boned, little tiny Kenku on my back, and making our way towards Gethranax, and I'm gonna basically, like... his attention is on the dragon, right? It's not on us on the ground.
No, his attention's up in the air.
Alright, I see no other guards in these towers. They're just kind of there.
No other guards. You do sense there's various magics in the air, emanating off of various things, but no guards.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic on myself to try to maybe steer clear of any magical traps on our way and tell everyone to follow behind me.
Okay. There is indeed a plethora of mines, minefields around, various alarm charms and minefields, but you're able to snake your way through into the clearing, where I'd say there's pretty much just more of blood, just a running river of just blood between you and the runes of where the crystal and Gethranax remain.
Alright. I
Is the
can walk
blood
on water, so
flowing?
I can get past it.
I
What's
don't
the
look
blood
at the
flowing
blood.
to?
Okay, roll for stealth with advantage, because you are invisible.
Oh, I cast it now?
Yeah.
Touch. So that was 2 sorcery points?
Oof, I rolled 2 2s, thank God. Fucking
Sheesh.
Jesus. God, I was
I-
16 to still.
1 second, I think Gethranax has
Yeah.
a
Fuck
higher
me.
perception.
Does Holden I have to roll still?
I have an idea.
You would be a little bit further behind, but Gethranax does kind of like twist his head and kind of sniff in the air.
As I step on the blood river, I step a little too hard and splash a little bit of water.
He quickly turns. He says, "Who lay in this land?"
Fuck.
Hold. Since we haven't been spotted yet, he sets down Sock. Get in position. So just to like let you go.
Sock would be visible then.
Yeah, like, but he walks over to set them somewhere to like beat him. and then he'll just
the other side of the Blood River.
it's like all simultaneous. It's very quick. He just sets you somewhere like hidden. Hey, Gathrodax, remember me?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just going to be running the complete opposite direction of Hole, trying to get around to the other side and just kind of change up my position.
You
Okay.
and me. We still have a score to settle.
As you do that, he's gonna unfurl his wings and go for initiative.
Am I? Is it us? Is it us then?
He's purposely, and actually, I'm gonna do this. Upon him yelling that, he's casting Compel Duel.
Oh shit! He may be further than 30 feet though.
Oh,
He might be.
Got moved.
It depends on what the map looks like. If we got close enough.
Tokens.
Who's all rolling for initiative?
We all are.
Okay.
Got moved tokens. Yeah. There we go.
So where are we and where?
Oh, this map is familiar.
Yes, it is.
I would say, Taru, you could be on the other side of the river. Everybody else.
Oh,
Or
Yeah,
I guess.
if those two are there, then Lil Brat, you and I are like over here.
Hell yeah.
So I would be over here just yelling across the river. I guess not.
Little.
I wouldn't say compelled duel, but can I roll
Oh,
something
that's-
to like?
Oh my god!
That's an
Roll
LPV
something
bar.
is attention. I would say you firmly got his attention already.
Okay.
Well, hold.
We have a score to settle, don't we, big one?
What's this initiative, man?
I know we only have 17. What's y'all's dexterity?
1.
One.
God.
So it does not matter.
I mean, it actually doesn't matter because
Sock
Just
or
a
Little
next,
Brad,
a
do you
little
guys
bit
at least
more
have like
depth.
12? Is it 12 or 13?
13.
they can basically choose
Wait.
who goes first between them.
Wait,
honestly,
Little Brad's
Little
13.
Brad can go first.
Yeah, 13, baby. Let's get it.
Technically, Little Brad has half a point of dex higher.
All right. Ataru, you are the first to go.
Oh shit! Invisibility
So-
just lasts. I can
So everyone
attack and
else-
cast spells. This is beautiful.
So everyone else gets a surprise round besides me,
All right.
since I grabbed his attention, correct?
Well, no, not a surprise round. But...
I would say no, just
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
So, what are the mechanics for me having Little Brat on my back? Does he impose any, like,
He would have to hop off for you to efficiently be in combat.
okay, so I cannot carry him around with me.
No, because he would still require both your hands.
Okay, so I'm going to, sorry Little Brat, you're just kind of gonna appear here. I'll do my
I was
best
saying,
to...
he might be small, but it'd be like trying to fight while holding a cat.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to gently drop Little Brat as I break off to the side. I'm going to draw my sword and I'm going to begin blade singing.
Okay.
Then I am going to, we're probably gonna exfil after this. So I'm going to then, the arms on my tattoos are going to light up and I'm going to cast haste on myself. And then, with the hasted action, I'm going to take out 3 shuriken and I'm just going to fan them into him. These are going to be fire shuriken. Alright, and 1, 2, 3.
Damn!
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit.
Okay, and I assume a 24 and a 30 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so I get 2 hits off of that.
Alright. Math. What element is the elemental?
Fire.
All right. Good damage. Good damage.
And I go over and just get behind it.
Okay. Little Brad, is your turn. As fan out daggers or fan out shurikens, they sink into the muscle and sinews. He kind of turns to slowly follow your speed. Little Brant, while Taru has his attention, what are you doing?
Power word killed. Fireball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh. As you yuck the fireball towards the ground, he uses wings to kind of lift himself up as the explosion goes off before landing back down.
He scuttles.
Okay. Socket, is your turn.
Wait, did he have a advantage on that? Or disadvantage, or no?
Just regular.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Never mind, never
So
mind.
he rolled the 22.
The fire didn't do anything extra to him, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to rage.
I would say to remind you guys as well, in your previous fights with Getherne, you would remember that acid and poison have almost no effect on it.
That's useful information. I was just actually wondering that. I'll go rage.
Okay.
You're gonna be able to.
And
him.
then when I rage, anytime the creature attacks me, takes 1d6 force damage. This magic lashes out, but that's not really gonna happen yet. Can I do this? Like forego my action since he's so far away and tell Ataru to attack and then like attack through Ataru, or
Yes, but you'd have to take the attack action.
so it, okay.
Do you have like a ranged attack you can do?
I could throw my javelin. Wait, so I throw a javelin and then Ataru can attack?
Yeah.
Because you can forego one of your attacks, basically. So you take the attack action, and then like your extra attack would go to me.
Okay. How far? What is the reach of my javelins?
What level of sock?
I don't know.
Javelin has a disadvantage range of 120.
So I could like scooch up
So
a bit.
Yeah, you can scooch up a bit and just chuck it. Honestly, you can chuck it from where you stand, but I don't see why you wouldn't move up.
So you have 3 attacks, sock.
Wow.
So you would have 2 javelins and then 1 for Ataru.
Can I use one of my attacks to not attack, but to like drip out my sword with this schematic dragon thing, or no? Because it says as a bonus action, but also as a bonus action I had to rage.
Oh, then you couldn't do it actually. Yeah, because you have to use a bonus action to write. That's
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use Commander Strike because that also use a bonus action.
Okay.
So you can
Oh, I can just
three
throw my javelins.
Mm-hmm. 3 javelins.
Okay.
Hey, yuck.
Okay, I do that. One second. Huh? Aw.
Damn.
No greater weapon, so it's 20.
No, but none of those disadvantage.
All right, damn, he's got a more than an 18 AC.
Wait, they're all at disadvantage?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're at
because
you're,
it's further than 30
Oh.
feet javelin.
Well, you keep your rage up.
Can
so-
I?
Rage.
Rage, you can also move forward if you have any movement.
I don't want to step in the blood. It doesn't seem like something Sock should do.
Can I use this to make one of them not disadvantage?
Yeah, you can use one of those.
Oh wait, does he have to be in 60 feet? Hold on.
When a
Yeah.
creature uses
Yeah.
it's gotta be one of the 60
Mm-hmm.
feet.
Man, you're so far
Map
away.
Map so big.
Map's so fucking big, man.
Alright. Gonthronax.
I can almost run from one corner to the other in one turn.
You gonna do a little out here. You can do a little measure. Alright, yeah, you can fly over there. You gonna swiggity swooty fly over here. And exude out his frightening presence. So all within 120 feet of him. So everybody make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. Become fritoned.
Sog
Wow.
does not have a bonus.
Little brat is thoroughly spooked.
Ew!
Ooh.
Can I use this?
Oh, yeah, you may.
I read my book. I'm wiser now.
That's 1 luck point, baby. Let's try it again.
We're locked into this.
Oh,
1 more.
alright, 2 points used.
I will not be using another luck point on that.
To be
Roll
fair, you
again.
don't really need to get close
I
to them.
am
Just
not
just-
rolling again.
You just
You're not gonna use your second luck point.
I only have 3, man.
Alright, you are thoroughly rattled.
You don't.
Unacceptable!
Yellow for cowardice.
No, yellow belly brat.
And then is gonna get 2 of the LBPs. And use 1 bite and 2 claw attacks against Sock for the first 2. 1
Is it
bite.
gonna take damage each time it attacks me?
For the what?
Oh, because
My
of your
wild surge.
yeah.
Which wild surge did you get?
Number 5. Whenever a creature hits you with an
Which
attack
one's number
roll,
5?
before your 8 rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage.
Yeah. So that'll be each.
Then yes. So
Each
each
attack.
time. So that's the first attack. 15 piercing plus 5 acid to Sock. You're gonna do 1 claw attack.
half the piercing.
Half the slashing. So
Be 7.
19 damage total.
Yeah.
And then roll the damage back to Gethanax, and then 1 claw goes to hold. Right. 21 hits.
Yeah.
Lashank.
Ten damage.
Nice. Good damage back. Hold on, Sophie, didn't you have a walk at 4?
She rain checked on me.
Alright, we keep playing. Okay. That's Githranax.
I'm gonna cast slow.
I was just looking at that on mine!
This ain't spicy battle. Spicy battle.
We're on the same wavelength.
Is that what you
I was literally, I had it open.
Yeah, if he didn't fly over, I realized it when I had that surprise jump out. I should have just casted slow right there, and I was like, fuck, I did it. I'll do it on my turn.
Do we ever figure out what this staff of bird calls does?
It makes
Makes
bird
bird
calls.
That's
Make
all?
bird calls. We can summon birds. Maybe there's some great
Okay.
eagles somewhere.
What?
Wisdom save. DC 17. Or,
Ew.
that is massive.
As the magics to wrap the chains around him, you're gonna watch as blood begin to boil and dissipate the magic, and it is going to spend an LB
Ah!
Yeah,
That's
legendary.
one no.
to deny it.
Oh, it's not the same as regular legendaries. It uses
Yeah,
LPV.
yeah, it's the LPV. We're using the LPV system.
All right.
Hold on. I know I have. I see what bonus act. I am going to use Shield of Faith. What's Sock's AC again?
You would not be able to use Shield of Faith because you just cast it a level.
Oh, that is true. That is true. And even though it's a bonus, yeah. Then that is my turn.
Okay.
Actually, can I use no? Yeah, I can use Channel Divinities. Okay, that doesn't count as a magic, right?
Can you use
Yeah,
them?
if you have a bonus channel divinity, bonus action channel divinity.
Sammy, no.
Hey, Bard.
Sammy, yes.
Oh, that's. Okay, yeah, never mind. I am good.
All right, Ataru.
All right, I'm going to pull out another set of shuriken as I begin to run forward. As I get to about here, I'm going to, with my hasted action, throw 3 lightning shuriken now. 1, 2, 3.
Is this creature
Okay.
considered large?
Second 2 hit. This creature is considered huge.
I
Do I
can't trip
see?
it.
I don't believe you can trip it.
Do I see any effect from the lightning?
Elemental. Let me see here. No, you do not see anything extra from the lightning.
Okay.
As they stick in and sizzle and fizzle out with little sparks traveling across them as they dissipate.
With a bonus action, I'm going to toss another dagger as I start to getting close, and I'm going to throw a one of my wrought iron daggers.
Okay.
26 hits, I assume.
26 hits.
12 piercing damage, and I'm just testing what these things do on anything. Do I see any difference with the? Oh.
So as you hurl the wrought iron dagger out and it pierces into him, you watch as the sinew and flesh kind of tighten in and decay on like this black gray. Gethronax kind of rears his head back, hisses, and he loses 2 LBP.
Ooh. I need to make more of those now. We still have the wrought iron nail at home. All right.
Damn.
And then I'm going to leap off of this onto his back and then just start cutting away with my sword.
Okay. Roll to grapple.
All right. That'd be athletics to get onto it. I can't use acrobatics for this because I'm like just kind of like leaping around.
I'll allow acrobatics. Tested strength.
Okay. I have advantage on these because of blade singing. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You delicately leap upon him. His movement is not zeroed, but
That's
you
fine.
are on top of it.
I'm just trying to stay out of the blood lake and make attacks on him. That's really all I
Okay.
want. And to look cinematic while doing it. One attack and 2. This is just I haven't turned it on, so there's gonna be no extra damage for it. It's just a mithril sword at this point. And then I'm going to just basically run along its back as I just cut, and then jump off with the mobile feet. And wait, I was like here. I can get to them far behind you guys. I'm just gonna. I can move you for some reason. I'm just going to then fan out this way.
I go back.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Lil Brunt.
Let me see.
Fireball.
Gotta turn up the music.
Misty Step, bonus Misty Step, closer. So that's 3 points. Hang on, let me not forget to do that. And then,
Oh. Oh, careful. If you Misty Step, that's a leveled spell. You won't be able to cast a regular spell.
I won't?
Mm-mm.
What the fuck?
I don't think you can move any closer to him anyway, because you're
Oh, that's
frightened.
30 feet. Oh, wait, yeah, I can't. Shit. Wait, so when I'm frightened, I can't move closer to him, right? What else?
Yes.
That's it?
You have disadvantage on attack rolls, but you don't ever do any attack rolls.
So if you have a spell that can reach him, it's fine.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hold on.
And then at the end of your turn, you can roll to break from the fright.
Can I do this?
Yeah, that's 120 feet.
You
It's
may.
just
That will
it's a
break
skill check.
concentration on my invisibility. I'm no longer invisible.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And if I...
Wisdom?
Yeah, wait. If I do that, can I do it as
You can
careful.
haste it. Oh.
Oh,
You can choose
Uh,
targets of it. You don't need to do that.
okay.
No.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
don't
slow
need
is not AoE. You don't need that.
Okay. Cool.
So you want to do that?
What do I want to do?
Slow?
Yeah.
Slow is
Alright.
AoE.
5 points.
Yes, it's AoE, but you can choose creatures within the.
Oh, it's yeah. Sorry. So yeah, you can choose who's in it.
All right, you know, roll his wisdom.
What the fuck?
Oh.
I'm the better sorcerer.
Oh no. Caldwell's finest, no. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Otherwise, at the end of your turn, you can roll wisdom to see if you break out.
He's cursing in Elvish. He doesn't even know what he's saying. Just... Pinche tu madre!
De puta madre.
Pendejo!
You just heard it, you know, walking around. Las Lakeland. Las Lakeland. Las Platas.
Roll wisdom, DC 18.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Wait.
still frightened.
Fine.
cowering.
Fine.
Nice. Alright, roll again.
God damn it! I'm gonna kill myself.
Do it again. Roll another.
Ah.
Falls to Do not fall into temptation.
Fine. That's all my luck points.
I was about to
no more
shriek
lucky.
and fail again. Yes,
There goes all of the lucky.
Don't need it. We don't need it where we're going. Not
Now you can
anymore.
Can they move forward now, or is it because that's end of turn?
Can I move forward or no?
No, that's end of turn.
Okay.
God, that was so fucking funny. Anyway.
Would you spend your lucky
Alright.
die on the last
It is
coming
your
fights? Getting out of fear.
For my bonus action, I want to do this chromatic dragon, and I want to make
Okay.
my damage lightning.
Alright.
Then-
You already saw that my lightning did not do anything extra.
Oh,
Nor
shoot,
Nor
it
did
didn't?
the fireball. Yeah, nor did the
What did-
fireball. And acid, it can't do anything. So try cold.
Acid
Okay, I'm
poison
gonna try.
can't do anything.
I'm gonna do cold then.
Alright.
I missed that part. My bad.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, then when I attack, I want to do this so that anyone else who attacks him will have advantage, right? Until the
Yes.
start of my next turn. Okay, and then I'm gonna run up with my dragon longsword and smack him in the face if his face is within reach.
3 times, do it. And so you can, for each attack, so long as it doesn't say you need a bonus action, you can expend.
A reckless attack?
No, you can expend a maneuver.
I could do that for each one.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
also,
so whenever
you have-
it says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, so that's one of them. You
So
have others.
I can do like 3 of them in one.
Yep.
Well, I want to do 3 of that one.
No,
because
but
it's,
I mean, I can goad him.
Yeah.
And then like, what?
Not on a,
As long as it says when you hit with a weapon attack. So it's only 1 per attack, but you have 3 attacks.
Okay, so can I attack one with that,
Uh-huh.
and then
So
one
roll-
with this?
We'll roll the attack first.
You don't have to call it beforehand. After you hit with the attack, you can be like, I'll use this on that.
I do
So
that.
you can use this.
Damn!
Alright, let me
What the fuck?
It's not lightning; it's cold damage.
yeah. Alright. Alright, now you may do your next attack. So whoever attacks next gets advantage. So roll another attack, Sophie.
Anyone who attacks him gets advantage from the first one,
Yeah.
and then the second one, the maneuvering attack, is hold the door, can like run up or run around without provoking an opportunity attack, right?
Yeah. He can move closer.
That's my second one.
Or you can have like Brad move up or somebody.
Eh,
Because Hold can run up, but he can't make an attack with the maneuver. So, do you?
Can I do a Taurus and she'd be running around and running up and running away?
So I'll tell you right now that that attack is not gonna with the -5. So that one doesn't hit. So you
Why
got
is it
one more.
-5?
Because
Greater
have,
weapon mastery.
You have great weapon mastery.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
You could take that off,
What
and
does
you
that
won't
mean
have the
again?
-5. It's -5 to hit, but you get 10 extra damage. So hefty,
That-
hefty boy damage.
Can I take it off post attack or
Mm-mm.
okay? I'm gonna take it off for my last one.
Okay.
Um. And then I have this trip attack, but I can't knock him over, right? Because he's
No, he's
huge.
too big.
Can I push him? Oh, that's also for large. I
What do
mean,
you got here?
The other ones are like bonus
I-
actions.
You can do command. So try and hit again,
But
and
that's
then
a
you can
bonus
do commander
action.
strike.
I already used my bonus.
Oh, it is.
action.
Oh, yeah, it's true. So now, I'll just hit somebody.
Alright, and I smack him.
Smack him to smack him.
And I don't do any superiority dice.
You can choose to after the fact. Basically, after you hit, you can decide if you want to spend a maneuver on it.
Yeah. Just for the extra damage. You could do the trip one just for the extra damage. But...
Yeah. Or you can,
I
yeah,
got you.
you could do the same thing with maneuvering attack for the extra damage.
Wait, why does it still have the -5 on it?
Because there's two aspects to it. I could do the math. I see that hits it.
You took it off the damage, but I don't think you took it off the attack modifier field.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Hefty
It
damage
stresses
done.
me out. Okay, I did it.
Hefty damage done as you swath and swipe at Gethranax. Huge
I-
swirls of damage get undone.
I
and
don't want to like
Gethranix
shoot
is
myself.
more bloody.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but like Sokka is standing next to a lake of blood, and he is a werewolf. Do I have to still roll for wisdom for that, or am I good because I read that book?
Neither for neither of those reasons.
Okay,
I like to pick the spicy moments.
sounds good. That me.
All right.
Then.
Gethranax, hello. He gains 2 more LBPs. He is going to pick himself up, slam over here.
And he's not in range for me to sentinel, so...
I think he can.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Because my,
Yeah,
my greatsword's only 5, right?
Yeah, he gonna beam his blood boil breath, sock and hold, spending 5 of his heezies. Go ahead, roll me DC 18. Oh, he survives.
What is this? Constitution?
Constitution.
Wait, can I use? Wait, hold on. I have something for that.
Indomitable, baby.
You have
Yeah.
the reactive, or you also have Indomitable.
Can I re-roll it?
Yes.
Ah.
Still no, but
Can I use my chromatic
you have
dragon
your gift, yeah, and so
as
you
a
can.
reaction to, like, take what is this?
Take half damage, I think it is.
When you
Yes,
take
you get
acid,
resistance.
cold, fire,
So
lightning.
you get half of that.
I do that.
So what is that? 27 points of damage.
That's halved.
Yeah.
Yup.
Mhm.
It's
So
four.
both of y'all receive 27 points of damage. Acid.
Jesus.
My eyebrows.
Hold the door. It's your turn.
Going to run up. Smack, smack. On that second one, I'm going to
Don't you get advantage?
on the first one, which would have 32 to hit.
Oh, this sword is made out of the wrought iron. I forgot about this.
All right.
And so the second one, I'm gonna do a level, gonna do a level 3 smite. So that's gonna be in the smite doubles.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be it's normal 2d4,
No, not 2d4. 2d8 for smite.
2d8. Yeah, there it is. It'll be normal 2d8 plus 6 more, so 8d8. I'm doing the math right? Because it's 1 dice per level.
What?
What level did you cast it at?
3.
3. So it would normally be it'd be a 48, and then you double the dice.
So it'd be 8d8. Yeah.
Kappa.
An extra 38 damage.
Sheesh.
All right. With that, he loses 2 LPBs, so he's gonna be set to 0. And then he will take 38 points. All right. Huge damages. Huge. This big swaths of kind of flesh and sinew begin tearing apart. Gethronax begins deteriorating. Body's parts are being like limped together in shambles. Rickety bones dragging.
Radiant.
Is there anything else you'd
Providence.
like to do?
Spit on him!
Just to make sure, using smite is a bonus action, correct?
No, it's a free action.
Ah, then, due to my race, I can actually munch.
Ow. Oh.
It is Hungry Jaws.
Bonus action.
Here.
Ah.
I get temporary hit points.
Ugh.
Equal to your constitution modifier.
So I get 3 points. But I do 10 damage.
Unmagical though.
10 HP is 10 HP.
Yeah.
No, the damage is unmagical.
Yes.
Gethronax is resistant.
So it just takes 5? Okay. Hey, damage is
Alright.
damage and I get temp HP. Yeah.
Taro, it
Yeah.
is your turn.
The Radiant or Necrotic didn't seem to do anything extra, right? I'm just collecting
No.
data on these blood beings. Okay. Neither did the
No.
cold damage from Sock.
Cold damage did not.
Alright.
But we know that
think-
elemental
I think-
damage is...
In the whole time of fighting all of these, I think only person able to do it was actually Lil Brad.
To
I-
hit
I'll
something
go
that
in.
did a lot of damage.
That it was that it was not resistant to. They hit the thing that was vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm trying to like go down the list of
Wasn't
damage
it
types.
thunder?
Could be. I don't have anything that'll do thunder damage yet right now. I can
Really
prepare it.
shimmies
I
their
have-
shimmies.
I have no thunder, but at least I have elemental damage that doesn't get half. So
Stole my thunder.
So I am going to start running parallel over to this little island. Just gonna hop as I pass through
Gross.
here. I'm going to just start throwing knives into it. I'm gonna throw with action and hasted action. Just throw. No. I'm gonna with my action. I'm going to attack. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
All right, we found the AC. This is a regular kunai. It is not wrought iron.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a little go in. I'm going to whip out a Tanbo that I have, and I'm going to attempt to hit him with a little stun. So
I think you
need to
get
make,
advantage.
I need to make a melee weapon attack. Do I have advantage on a melee weapon attack?
Because we do flanking rules in this with this campaign, correct?
Yes, we do flanking rules with this
Yeah,
campaign.
I just wanted to
so
make sure because I know the other one does not.
All right,
Yes.
that will hit the Tanbo. I just used the kunai because it's the same to hit bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw versus stun, and I'm just gonna give you the 1d8 plus 6 damage.
And it's stunned?
And he
If
is.
he's stunned, that's a
he
fail.
is stunned.
Stunned for 1 round, and that's 9 bludgeoning damage. As I then back off to this little island, and with a bonus action, I'm going to throw another dagger.
All right. That hits.
And,
And I'm
stun
gonna twist the knife on that.
stun is just advantage, not auto crit.
Advantage, not auto crits. Auto crit
Okay.
is paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Okay.
Yeah, stunned is pretty much just taking a turn away from them.
Oh, because you're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Attack
You, like,
rolls have,
you discombobulate them to where they're
Attack
just
rolls-
out of it.
attack rolls have advantage. It automatically
Mm-hmm.
fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and then it loses its turn.
Okay.
Alright.
It just got hit real hard on the head, and it's just a little woozy.
Yup. Also, no more legendary saves, guys. It has 0 LPB. Hit it. That's my turn.
Dude, the ting!
I gotta touch it for this spell that I want to do, but how far as fuck away?
You gotta have Sock use the maneuvering thing to move you closer.
Well, looks like I make my journey, unless I just cast Fireball again.
That would be full damage because it automatically fails its dex save.
I don't think
But
it
it's
does that
still-
actually on some.
It still halves it though because of its resistance.
I don't think it has any resistance to fire. I think it was just. I think it just didn't take extra damage. I was.
Yeah. But since it's stunned, it fails strength and dex saves automatically.
Does it?
That's what Kappa just said.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So
Well-
it would be full damage from a fireball.
Yeah. Fuck. The ball.
Fireball.
Okay.
26.
All right. The fireball flies out and just engulfs him, burning sinew and fibrous tendons. Guthernax is engulfed in fire as it throws his head back.
I move closer.
Toasted.
That's all. That's all I really can do. Unless I enter a trance. I don't really want to do that.
Oh my god, you trancing? Sock, it is your turn.
Okay.
If you hit, you can do the maneuvering to maneuver people around. As it seems little Brad's tiny chicken legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the first one. I'm gonna do this one.
We'll roll the hit first.
Ah! Can I re-roll that?
That's advantage.
Oh,
That's a 23 because it's stunned, so you get advantage on melee.
thank
attack.
goodness.
Okay, and your you may choose a friendly creature that can hear you, that can move up to their speed. So who you?
Come
doing?
on, little brat!
Yeah.
Fun!
Oh man, I'm like,
And then
You'll reach on your next turn.
I wanna attack again.
Okay.
Up.
26.
All right. That
And I'm
hits.
gonna do this one. Oh, where is it? I'm gonna give temporary hit points to hold. Which is. What I do?
In this case, since I have temporary hit points, do I just replace which one is the higher one?
Can I give
It
myself?
replace which
temporary
one is
hit
the
points?
higher one.
Okay.
What is this? When you creature? No, it can't be you. You may rally others, but not yourself.
Okay,
Then that will spend a bonus action.
that's fine.
And then you have one more attack.
How much? How many 10 points?
I don't know. Make up a number.
1d10 plus nothing.
Do I roll that?
Whomever.
Oh,
5.
5. That's more than what I had. I'll take
Hey,
that.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm gonna attack again. Okay, can I? Okay. I'm gonna do that, and then I want to do another. Can I do the goading attack again? Because it ended when I did this round. But if I do it again, then everyone gets advantage on him again.
Yeah. I mean, it hit, so go ahead and do the goad.
I
Click
go
on
to
the
him.
goading. Alright, the next attack. Okay. With that, you smack them around and hoot and holler and yell at people and get them buffed up and good to go. And you draw his attention. Gethernax will then turn to you.
He's still stunned, or did it already go back? Because he's stunned until.
He hasn't had a
Till
turn
the end
yet.
of your turn, so
Yeah.
he sleep. I'm a mirror.
Give
Hold the
me-
door.
Whack and a whack. I will do a level 2 smite.
Okay.
So that will be 3. 9 extra damage.
Not bad as the heavy divine magic slam into her, ripping sinew away. Gethernax is very bloody. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna do Shield of Faith. What was Sock's AC again?
15.
You're gonna get +2 to that. So Shield of Faith
Wow.
on Sock.
I feel shielded
17.
faithfully.
Alright.
Yeah, and that'll end my turn.
Taro, it is your turn.
Alright, with my bonus action, she's going to turn on the fire on her sword, run, jump, and is going to make some attacks. 1, 2, fuck. There we go, 3, finally.
Alright.
And she's going to twist the knife on that. Ignore the extra 3 fire, it's just 3 damage.
Alright.
And then she's going to kick off of the dragon and go to here. And that is my turn. And he is no longer stunned.
Okay. He no stun. Little brat.
About to CC chain.
I step
Gonna call
forward.
down the Star of Bahamut.
Ah!
He reaches one feathered talon out. And you'll just see his beak open.
Curse of Raw.
I don't know what the fuck this spell does, guys.
Hey God.
You reach out with a claw, and emanating from the point of contact, a wash of magic sweeps over both yourself and Gethernax, and instantly the two of you very slowly start to like vibrate, and from the point of contact spanning across you, the two of you turn to stone.
What?
What? No, gosh dang it.
Oh my God.
Not again.
That is 1, 2, 3.
Sock,
Little brat.
Sock, it is your turn.
Oh my God.
They're stone?
The two of them are both stone.
I run over the little brat. And I try to wake him up.
As
The song.
very carefully you try to like lift him up, the point of contact where his talon is touching Gethanax. As you pick him up, his talon just kind of breaks.
Guys.
But
Stop touching.
I'm
Give me a
sorry.
second.
What just happened? What's going on? Why they must? Why he don't understand? I thought he's because.
Can we pour a greater healing potion on him?
I'm not sure that'll work.
Are we?
Wait, are we still in initiative?
We are still in initiative.
Okay.
So Sock, that'll be your action. Gethanax is frozen.
He walks over. He's gonna use. Actually,
Do you have greater restoration?
Should we
I
destroy
have
this?
dispel magic.
Wait, should we destroy the crystal before we turn
Is
them
the
back?
crystal still glowing?
Yeah. Do we still?
It is
Gethanax?
still glowing and tethered to Gethanax.
Since it's a free shot, Hold's gonna go to try and just break the crystal.
Shatter.
As you walk up to the crystal to hit it, it just repels back the blast.
So that'd be
You gotta
one attack action.
You gotta kill Gethanax first. You gotta kill him first.
Can we break him?
And then the second attack action will go to trying to break Gethanax.
Well, hold
Wait,
on.
where is the
crystals,
Where is the crystal?
it's like up here. It's like 100
Okay.
feet that way.
Well, I know you said that it's tethered to.
Yeah, there's like a magical tether that just is basically the energy.
Karma
is-
W. Karma
Like the
W.
Ender Dragon.
So I was trying to see if I can break the connection on Gethanax.
Yeah, as you swing the tether, it
Mhm.
just kind of repels it back.
Okay, then my second attack action will just be at Gethanax trying to break his head, I guess. Be the quickest
Roll
way
to
to do
hit.
it. Advantage or auto hit or is it just
Just roll. So you bring the greatsword down on Gethanax, and it hits, and you watch as the crack travel across Gethanax, and it just crumbles like a broken statue. Pumice and granite crumble as it big plunks into the blood river. Just
Holy
thunks, plunks everywhere. Heavy hefts as Gethanax probably weighs a couple tons. And slowly, as Gethanax tumbles into the river, the magic that turned them into stone start to slowly dissipate, and Lil Brat begins to soften.
Oh, thank you.
We should do that for Vestris.
I had no idea what the fuck that did.
I love how there wasn't even a save for that. It just happened.
It happens because it happens to both parties. And apparently from the looks of it, you're very fragile. So it's like you can be killed very easily.
Brad, that was very risky.
Gonna drop the haste. Ugh.
He kind of drops his head. I just wanted to see what happened. I just wanted to see
Well,
what
you did
happened.
I'm glad you're okay.
I found that in Caldwell's book while I was watching.
It was extremely effective.
I picked dirt out of his feathers. Very relieved that he's okay.
He lets you prune him.
Yeah, just
Hopefully-
brush the little bits of stone off.
Go on.
Hopefully Gethanax stays dead this time.
He won't if we give him too much time.
We should destroy that. Is the crystal destroyed?
I'm going for the
I
crystal.
pick up little
already.
Brad.
Crystal no longer has the tether. As you approach, it is simply a magical swirl, this large ruby with almost a liquid center.
I'm going to take out my last wrought iron dagger. I'm not throwing it or anything. I'm just gonna stab it into the crystal, see if I can break it like that, see if there's any extra effect.
As you stab it in, it breaks like a large vase of glass. It chips away first, and the liquid begins to pour out, and as you hit it again in a few places, it slowly starts to break away before the magic and the liquid completely drains, and it falls from its levitation on its pedestal, crashing down on the stone altar underneath it and shatters. The magic dissipates, and slowly unfurling like a theater curtain, kind of almost being rolled upwards and out, the barrier begins to dissipate. A large roll of thunder starts just carrying through. The smell of rain and humidity wafts in, and you can see almost lit by lightning a giant silhouette in the sky, so large that you only see the outline of Roberto as he flies overhead, and he says, "Good. The barrier's down, and I will collect them.
Roberto,
Head further inwards, and we shall gather more of the youth."
For the youth!
For the youth. As he flies overhead, lightning strikes, just gigantic, thick as trees, strike down and literally evaporate some enemies, and some of the blood mist. Fires are cause giant craters as he's basically just lightning strike carpet bombing the area, very carefully, very gently avoiding the hamlets and the villages. Pinpoint accurate strikes that rival that of a sniper.
Sheesh.
A formidable ally.
Heck yeah.
Finally. Thank God.
Little Brad, as you feel the cursive magic of Ra leave your body, so too does its inscriptions and the knowledge of it slowly fade from your memory.
His eyes glaze over during this.
Little Brat, are you okay? You're looking a little, stoned. Not pun not intended.
Yes. Forgive me, I seem to have been plagued with some sort of debilitating thoughts. Here, and he reaches into his hat and he hands you a pair of your own modified socks. You're going to need these. Put them in your ears.
But
When
in
you'll
my
know.
ears? Okay.
You'll know.
I put the socks in my ears.
Ow.
Do they hang out or?
You are deafened.
what?
You see his beak moving in front of you. He's trying to tell you something.
What? Oh, I take one out.
I will let you know when to put that in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I need to give these. And he pulls out more pairs of modified socks and starts
They're-
walking
Are
over
these
to
mine?
everyone.
These my socks.
They are wax covered. They have a little bit of rubber like banding around them, but they look like socks if someone like stuffed one big toe and kind of like twisted them together to be pseudo earplugs.
Oh,
You'll need these.
I was wondering.
Okay.
I only have left socks in my drawer.
Wanders over to the hole.
It makes
Take
so
this.
much sense now.
thank you.
They're clean.
Thank you.
I cannot drink a healing potion.
Yes.
How do these? What does the greater healing potion do? Or can we like rest? Are we gonna short rest or?
Yes, I'd say we hunker down in one of these towers for a bit. I need to make more tools. I thought we were going out with Bobby Flay, so if we're gonna keep going, I just need to stop. So I just need a little bit of time.
Yeah, I need to wash some of this acid off me.
I can set an alarm.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll just hold up in one of the towers and take a short rest.
Alarm!
Eh.
Sock, I hate to do this to you, but do me a favor and just spot me 10 gold.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna spend that 10 gold and make some more tools.
Okay.
Don't ask how. This is just a
Not
mechanic for my
asking.
class. This is just a mechanic for my class. Okay.
That's alright. I would gladly lend you any amount of money.
So many sevens.
I would say with guess
So
and
many
Max,
sevens.
You need go to Vegas right now, man.
Say with Gethernacks of the Magic, you are now 15. Level 15.
What?
Level
Okay, hold
Oh
on.
my god!
I have a lot. I have a lot of decisions to make here.
Guys!
All right. If I remember right, Paladin level 15 is actually pretty nuts.
Okay.
What the
Oh
fuck?
god, do I take another wizard
Fifth of
level?
teen.
Fifth of teens?
Do I take another wizard level? Do I keep going with ninja, or do I pick up like
Ooh.
something?
Catbug, can you resend me the Oath of Shurzar?
Jesus, if I have it.
Yeah. I do get another spell though. I get another level 4.
My sorcery points went up, fellas.
Yeah, I get another slot on level 4.
Oh, how do I like
Guys.
Little Brad gets another level of opportunities opened.
Yeah, that's level 8 spells for a little Brett.
What the fuck? Incendiary cloud!
That spell. Hey, you know about white phosphorus?
That's pretty much all it is.
That's incendiary cloud.
Jimmy plane!
Yeah.
Earthquake! What the fuck? What is that? What is this?
Should I level up in fighter or barbarian?
And +7, let's go.
Fighter, right?
Believe fight.
Oh
Although Barbarian would give you an ASI or a feat, so a stat boost.
Well, what do I gain if I level up to level 12 as a fighter?
That's a question. Feel like it's a main fighter feat. Battle Master.
So,
Oh, you get an ASI regardless. So you,
if I'm a barbarian,
I
it's
would,
Found it.
I would do fighter, because you get a feat or an ability score improvement anyway.
so how do I? Okay.
Oh no
wait.
no wait. What level are you? What level fight? That would make you 12. Yeah.
How do I roll health? Do I put a little 1 in the HP thing next to fighter?
Not in the HP, but in the level,
Okay, and then I hit roll.
and then you can hit roll. There you go, 7.
And that's all I need to do here?
Yep. Yeah, see where it says 11 and then the +0? You want that to be, change that to +1, and the Barbarian says level 3 +1, you want to make that 0. Then yeah, you're good to go.
Wait, what level are we now? 15?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm somehow level 16 now. Because it says I have level 4 in Barbarian, and now I'm level 12 in Fighter.
Go back to levels.
Okay.
Where it says Barbarian, level 3 plus, you might say 1, delete that and put 0.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anybody get anything cool?
I'm still deciding what to take my next level in.
I could take a domain expansion. I'm kidding.
I do have a question. So
I mean,
since-
actually, legitimately though, the demiplane thing. If you you could do that, you could literally force her to
Yeah.
use hers.
Yeah.
That's not a bad play.
That's what I was looking at.
It's not bad.
I definitely took Abby Dalzim's Horde Wilting, mostly, because it reminds me of Curse of Ra.
Curse of Ra!
And then it follows in line with Little Brat being a Witherbloom student. So just so silly. So silly.
So,
Domain
Kappa-
expansion.
Domain expansion.
Demiplane.
So I have
You
a
could also
question.
dominate the monster.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question regarding the oath. So most of it revolves around unarmed strikes, but now I'm using a greatsword. Are you gonna allow me to still keep some of the effects, just ignore the unarmed strike part, or?
Oh, that's right. You have changed
Yeah.
a bit.
And I remember saying I wanted to stick with the same oath, but it was gonna be a difference in just weaponry.
I mean, you can still unarmed strike. But no, I'd say we got to keep that unarmed strike.
Okay.
Unarmed strike.
So I can hit with my sword for one action and then use unarmed
Now, punch.
then just punch. Okay.
Can I make my strength 22?
No.
You do not
Caps
have
at
a giant
caps
spell.
at 20, unless you were fully a barbarian, and then bump it up.
I don't know where to put my. Oh,
Let
I
me
guess I
see.
could look at the feet.
You can either look at a feat, or you can put more constitution, or more wisdom.
Oh my goodness, there's so many feats.
A lot of feats.
This is such a difficult choice for me. Because I can either take a level in Ninja, get more chakra, and then the ability to cast Pass Without a Trace, or I get second level wizard spells. I can learn 2 spells. This is difficult. Hold on. Let me check the wording. So, Kappa, I have this property. How would that interact with the spell Shadow Blade? Would that, because it says that the blade has the finesse, light, and throne properties. Would those work together? Oh, copy paste Shadow Blade.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna stop recording.
Alrighty.
Everyone.
Good hustle.
Oh.